Hi, welcome to your astrology forecast for the days of May 2nd to May 4th, 2014. On May 2nd, Mercury in Taurus opposes Saturn in Scorpio. So we may encounter some blocks when it comes to our communication on this day. And some of these blocks could be due to subconscious fears, and these subconscious fears could have to do with money, other people's money, your values, your possessions. It could even have to do with sex, death, or transformation. And the best way to deal with this is to actually go within yourself and find out what these blocks or fears are trying to tell you, and really try to bring it into your conscious awareness from your subconscious where these are being stored. So once you're able to look at them and understand why they're trying to, block you, and understand, what these fears are, then you can move on to, you know, uh, getting what you need to do done, and also writing down some of these things could help you to become more aware, and also to help you kind of release these blocks. So communicating with someone that you trust, or just uh, looking within yourself and writing it down, can help you to move on and move forward. And you can work towards gaining more abundance and be able to move forward with anything else that you need to get done. And then the moon in Gemini trines the north node in Libra and sextiles the south node in Aries. So you will more easily be able to express your emotions on this day, and can communicate what it is you are looking for within your relationships, and be able to see both sides of a situation within those relationships. And you could even communicate your feelings to a sibling, or with a neighbor on this day, and you'll be more easily able to express yourself, and you're letting go of any self-conscious tendencies within your communications, or even self-centered tendencies within your communications. So it's more conducive to having an open-ended conversation from whoever you communicate with on this day. And then Venus moves into Aries, which is kind of cool because Mars is in Libra, making them in mutual reception, because Venus rules Libra and Mars rules Aries. So this is going to help us to really be more ourselves within our relationships. And that includes any kind of relationship, whether it's, friendship or otherwise, or even love relationships. Also, Venus just moved out of Pisces, which was all about idealization and romanticism, and really putting on those rose-colored glasses. And now that it's moving into Aries, this may bring a little bit of harsher truth into light from a relationship perspective. But ultimately, it is going to help you become more assertive in your relationships, and you can even practice more self-love at this time, and you may even feel more attractive, and be able to attract someone easier. And then the moon moves into Cancer and squares Venus in Aries. When the moon moves into Cancer, this is going to help you to be more nurturing to your emotional state. And you could even nurture your family relationships, or nurture your home life in whatever form that is. And you could even look into your heritage or look into your ancestry. I guess that's like the same thing. But when it squares Venus and Aries, this may bring up some tensions in your relationships and can possibly cause moodiness or tempers to flare. So you do want to watch out for that. But you can become more assertive about how you're feeling within your relationships, which could bring up those tensions, but ultimately this can help you to have a more full expression of your own emotions within your relationship. And on May 3rd, the moon in Cancer trines Neptune in Pisces. And this is going to help us to become more in tune with our intuition, and we can really get in touch with our feelings, and we can also pay more attention to our dreams, which will help us to understand any unconscious emotions that we haven't been aware of, but our dreams can indicate what we are unconsciously feeling. So paying attention to your dreams would be a really good idea. We can also look into our subconscious processes easier from a more intuitive point of view, and you can even feel the feelings of other people easier on this day. But your intuition should be very spot on, so always pay attention to your feelings, and especially on this day. Then the Sun in Taurus trines Pluto in Capricorn. This is helping us to become more aware of the hidden aspects within our money situations or our career situations. And this could even help us to move forward in our, the ways we make money, and also become aware of what our true values are and what we would prefer to do that would make our careers more in line with our values, and that would still bring us abundance. This could also be showing us what needs to change within our, systems and with public figures and authority figures, and what authority figures would there be that can help bring what we value to the table. So we may have some sort of awareness about, or a transformation of what we think people, which people should be in office, for instance, or, what kind of, values you'd like to see in our public figures. And then the moon in Cancer squares Mars in Libra. The moon in Cancer, of course, is all about our emotions, and when it squares Mars in Libra, we may have some emotions that come up for us that cause some tensions, especially within our relationships, and may even cause an argument within our relationships. So it's important to express how you're feeling and be assertive about how you're feeling in your relationships, as long as you are being in a centered state so that you don't have too harsh of backlash. So making sure to center yourself and make sure those emotions aren't just a fleeting fancy or whatever it is, and make sure that you're in tune with yourself before you express anything to your partner, so that it doesn't become, blown out of proportion. But of course, if there is something you really wish to express within your relationships, then you should, of course, go out and say it, as long as you are in a more centered way of being. And on May 4th, the moon in Cancer opposes Pluto in Capricorn. So we may encounter power struggles of sorts within our home environment or within our career environment. And it could even be with family members or with authority figures. So making sure to become aware of any subconscious tendencies within yourself that may be causing these outer circumstances to occur can help you to, transform those things within yourself before it becomes a problem on the outer perspective. So keeping yourself centered and becoming aware of any hidden emotions within yourself about a situation in your home or with your family or in your career setting just can help to prevent any outer backlash. And then the moon in Cancer sextiles the sun in Taurus. So we're going to become very aware of how we feel about our value system, and we can also become very aware of how we feel, especially about our money or possessions. And it could even be how we feel about our home and family. So this is going to be a good day for focusing on those things, for focusing on money and your home environment, and really nurturing yourself as well. And relaxing, maybe even taking a bath or getting a massage would be, ideal. But ultimately, you'll be very in touch with your feelings, and it would be a good idea to follow your feelings about any hunches about money. The moon in Cancer squares Uranus in Aries, and this may have us kind of feeling more connected to our past. And Uranus in Aries is trying to urge us forward into our higher selves. And Uranus in Aries may be bringing some really, shocking insights, some very, almost more forward-thinking insights that may seem kind of out there to us at first. So what Uranus is trying to get us to do is to break free from our comfort zones and to really open our minds to something greater and really move forward with becoming more aware of our higher selves and of these, insights that are coming in. But at first we may kind of feel like it's kind of, uncomfortable. So just opening yourself up to these possibilities can help you to break free of any limitations that you may have. And then the moon conjuncts Jupiter in Cancer, and this is going to really help us to expand our emotional state and expand beyond our comfort zones and expand our family situations, or expand beyond what our family has thought what was best for us, perhaps, and expand our horizons beyond where we've been previously, and expand beyond our previous selves. And then the moon in Cancer trines Chiron in Pisces. Now this may bring up some old emotional wounds, especially related to who you were in your past, and also any emotions and wounds about your family life growing up and your foundation, and maybe even things that you inherited from your family that you have to kind of resolve. The good thing about Chiron and being in Pisces is really helping us to dissolve these things and to help heal these things, and to help heal these things on a very collective level. So on this day, we can really unveil some really deep wounds and really work through them and heal them very well. And then the moon in Cancer trines Saturn in Scorpio. So this is a great day for focusing in on your subconscious mind, any hidden areas that you have not really noticed before, and really breaking through blocks. It's a good day to notice your feelings, to go within yourself and become aware of anything that maybe holding you back or maybe causing you to be fearful. So these fears could even be surrounding sex, death, or transformation. And so becoming aware of any fears we might have about those things can help us to free ourselves from any blocks. And then we can get more done and take care of our home easier after healing ourselves of these things and refining our emotional state. All right, that's it for this astrology forecast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe and comment. And I'll be back soon with your next astrology forecast.